G'day humans, Chris Stead here. I'm on the road. Today I'm on Celestyal Journey, and in this video I'm going to take you through the specialty dining offers that are on this ship. So I've done all three. We've got the smoked olive, we've got the pink moon, and we've got grill seekers. And in this video I'm going to take you on a tour and a review of what all three offer if you get the specialty dining packages. So you can get three specialty dining packages, three special dining experiences for €115, or a two package deal for €79, or you can get just one for, I think it's about €45. So I've done all three. And in this video I'm going to take you through all three. Let's go. Okay, so here we are in Grill Seekers, enjoying the starter. But I just want to take you through how it works. So there's two menus. So you've got basically a walk-in menu, which has prices and a range of different foods. So you've got, as you can see there, three different starters, ranging from €11 to €17.50. Main courses, chicken, fish, various steaks up to, you can see here, €50, €51. Then a selection of sides, sauces, a cheese platter option, and some desserts. So you can come in and just order what you want in that regard and just pay. And you kind of got a wider selection if you do it that way. Alternatively, you can get the set menu, which is 5-course meal, which is cheaper. Obviously, you don't get the choice. So you've got shrimps, salad, your choice of main, a cheese platter, and your choice of dessert. But if you're getting the multi-special dining package, so you're getting, say, 2 or 3, so you get a discount a whole lot, then you're setting yourself up for the set menu. So if you get the 3-course, the 3 specialty dining package, or the 2 specialty dining package, so 2 nights or 3 nights, then you're not choosing from this menu. You are getting the experience from the set menu. That experience thus far has been really cool. So far we've got this little starter. It wasn't even on the appetizer. Bread and some hummus and baba ganoush, and a little surprise oyster experience, which is really yummy, which is everyone seems to be getting tonight. And venue-wise, really lovely finish. Love the blacks, love the whites. Nice high roof, pretty good ambiance, a lot of people in here, but it's not too noisy at all. So yeah, so far so good. This dip here is delicious. It's like hummus, feta, and some sort of olive oil or oil of some kind. It's really, really yummy. This is really nice too. And I've got to call it out, wine. So the main man over there, he chose for us, but both the wines are really, really yummy. The shrimp starter has officially landed. It looks fantastic. Comes with a tomato marmalade on the side. Decent size actually for a starter as well. All right, let's dive in. So diving into course 2 here, which is a salad. I mean, it's a salad. It's a very yummy salad, but it's a salad. Some balsamic and some olive oil on it as well. So, really nice cutlery they've got going on here, as you'd hope. Like this little butter to the side. Okay, the mains have just come out and they look fantastic. So here's my tenderloin, medium rare, beautiful. It comes with the side dish here, the potato. And then over here we have the fish offering, which also is looking really, really nice. Apologies, I'm just trying to get the light right for you. And comes with a range of sauces as well. Peppercorn, mushroom. I can't remember the middle one. Thanks, man. Okay, well the meat was excellent, really, really, really good. And to be honest, I enjoyed all 4 sauces. I can't choose between them. I kept going back in circles, trying them all. Fish had a really interesting flavour to it. It was really nice, but it was a very interesting flavour. And I can't believe we've still got 2 more courses to go because I am stuffed. But anyway, soldier on.
Cheese. We have a Saint Mori, Casseri, Kefalotteri from Greece. And we have a Gorgonzola from Italy, Brie from France, Tetemois from Switzerland. We have some green grapes and red grapes and dry fruits. We have figs, prunes and apricot, and we have a crackers over there. All from cow's milk except Casseri. Casseri is 80% sheep, 20% goat.
Amazing.
Alright, so which one is that? 2 each?
Okay, so the cheese platter just came out and it was much more than I was expecting. It was huge. It's got different cheeses from all over Europe. Some dried fruits, everything. And I thought it was 1 share plate, so I thought we were just getting that. And he served me another one. So I don't know how I'm going to fit this into my poor stomach, but it's going to be delicious, there's no doubt about it. Right.
Yeah, this is Dominican Republic and Cuba, Havana. White ram, the dark from Dominican Republic, 3 years age from Havana, Cuba, and 7 years age.
Well, which one would you recommend?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You got that one, right?
Of course. This is even a question.
Thank you. Okay, we've journeyed all the way through to the final course. What a show. Just she cooked the crepes in front of us and it was just fantastic actually. It was really fun. And we've got some top shelf rum as well. It's gone down on this. What a great dessert. Okay, well that's the end of our Grill Seekers experience. I'm sitting here, I cannot believe how full I am. I don't even know if I can walk out of here. Really happy with the experience. It was really good fun. The food was all top notch, really, really tasty. It's a huge step up from the, I guess, I don't want to say base, but the basic foods that you get out here. And I'm happy to recommend it. I'm really, really enjoyable. The staff are great. Raphael, who looks after this place, has been really good to us. And the food kept coming and it kept delivering. So this is the first of 3 specialty dining experiences that we're having while we're on the cruise. And Grill Seekers was a hell of a way to kick it off. So if you feel like indulging, really, really, really good food. I will say, if you're umming and ahhing and you're thinking, going with the set course meal, if that doesn't feel like what you're expecting, I gotta say it ended up being pretty good value. I think there's a lot of food, and there's a lot more than just those 5 things that came out as well. So I think you needn't worry. It's pretty good. It's pretty awesome actually.
Do it harder. Okay. Still filming?
I'm Esano.
Okay. Oh, that was loud.
That was not what I was expecting. Okay, so here we are in Pink Moon, one of the specialty dining restaurants on Celestyal Journey. It's got a really nice look. It's not very pink though, it's very blue. But I kind of love it. It's really nice. It's a combination Asian experience, so different types of Asian dishes from around the continent, the Asian continent. Pink Moon. It's got a really nice look. I really like it in here. It's our little spot just here is next to the water, so we can watch the sunset as it goes down over here. Now, like the other specialty dining on Celestyal Journey, if you've got the meal deal, so to say, which is you can get like 2 specialty dinings, I think it's for €79, and 3 specialty dinings for €115. Then you have the set menu, which is an appetizer, a choice of main course. So it's a vegetable samosa, a choice of main course, a choice of dessert. So it's a 3-course meal in the Pink Moon. Now, if you want to, you can get other options, which are an additional cost, or a different cost, sorry. So you can just kind of come in a la carte and just order these particular experiences that you want. So this is not in addition to the set menu, it's just you can choose to have these instead. But because we're here on the deal that we're on here, we are obliged to have the set menu, which is right here. So that's what we're going to dive into in this experience. And there's a range of different spices here that I've already brought out, quite a selection actually. So if you like a bit of heat, you're in luck. There's also soy sauce and things that aren't going to burn your tongue. And quite an extensive wine list as well. All right, let's get into some food. You can see the sun setting off the back of the ship there. It's a pretty nice little spot in Pink Moon. So the starter has just come out, which is the samosas. They look really tasty. It's not the most amazing presentation, but it's not bad. There was nothing else before this. For example, I know it's a combination Asian experience. There was no prawn chips or poppadoms or anything like that to begin, naan bread. So just straight into it. So let's go. So the starters come and gone. The samosas, look, they weren't inoffensive. They weren't amazing. It didn't really feel like a specialty dining leap up in quality of experience, that's for sure. But it was tasty enough. There's no real atmosphere in here. It's probably because it's so empty. And there's kind of nothing else going on. Like there's no, like I said, prawn crackers or just anything else that's kind of on the table. So we kind of like had the starter, and then the starter disappeared, and then we've just kind of sat here twiddling our thumbs for 15 minutes. But the mains have just arrived. Let's have a look. So this looks like it's going to be pretty exciting adventure, working out everything in there. So generous portions. Looks like it's going to be tasty. Well, let's dive in, find out. So we're eating through our mains here, and look, they're nice, they're tasty, but not awfully exciting. You know, it's vegetable noodles, and the royal lo mein is more like it's almost like a faux, something like that. But again, it's yummy enough, but it's not special. It's not like it's not taking the next step to what you would expect from a specialty dining experience. It doesn't feel awfully. I mean, maybe it's because I'm from Australia and we eat a lot of Asian food, so we're used to kind of food of this quality. Like this is just what you'd get normally. So maybe it's more exciting for Europeans. But yeah, it's just tasty. It's just not spectacular. This is probably where the set menu is actually probably working against it, because you know you've got a vegetarian option and then a soup option, basically, like a meat noodle soup. So they're your only 2 options, and neither are massively exciting. Like when especially dining in a place that's combo Asian, I was thinking like, you know, sashimi or roasted duck, or something kind of exciting and special, but it's vegetable noodles, so udon, sorry. So yeah, it's definitely not blown away. Also, there's not many people in here, but like our cups have sitting here empty for quite a while. So yeah, it's just a little bit disengaged in here. So it's pleasant, it's nice to be away from the kids. and it's nice not being a buffet. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm convinced at this stage this one is stepping up to specialty dining levels. All right, the dessert course has landed. So here's the mung bean option. So I just had one bite of then. Actually, it was quite nice. It wasn't what I was expecting. Very different. It's yummy. A bit of the sauce there. And here's the coconut sticky rice with mango. So nice big serving of that. And it is also, it's also getting a thumbs up. It's really nice. So dessert course is really interesting flavours. Very Asian, which you'd hope for, obviously. I quite like it. My wife isn't as keen, but yeah, again, it's good. It's not amazing, but yeah, it's all right. So we've just wrapped our experience at the Pink Moon Specialty Dining Experience on Celestyal Journey, and yeah, look, I'm not overly excited about this one, unfortunately. There was nothing particularly wrong with the food, but it wasn't that special an experience that you would expect from specialty dining. There wasn't any real atmosphere in here. There's no real excitement to the meal. There was nothing else going on. It was kind of a bare minimum experience. Like, it was 3 courses. The 3 courses came out one by one. They left one by one. There was very little beyond that in terms of dialogue with the waiter. There was very little interaction. There was very little experience. There's no oriental music going on here. There's no one playing a sitar in the background or something. There's just, yeah, it's better quality food than you're going to get if you just have to sit down a la carte outside in the Thalassa restaurant or in a smoked olive, but not to the point where you would be paying more for it. I think this is potentially a result of the set menu being kind of the most basic food options you could probably get. If you were to come here a la carte and order at an additional cost the types of things that you might want, you might have a different experience. But for people looking at that kind of specialty dining package, you're going to come here on a set menu, which is what we've done. I think I've done Grill Seekers already, and that was brilliant. You know, so if you're wondering about which one to do, I'd be going Grill Seekers. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Pink Moon. Stay tuned. Smoked olive to come. All right, it's time for specialty dining number 3, and we're at the Smoked Olive. And yet again, we've got a descent menu going on here, so I'll show you. Particular restaurant, it's like Grill Seekers in that you get a 5-course meal. So we've got an appetizer, salad, a choice of main course between a vegetarian option and a meat option, the cheese platter experience, which I'm assuming will be similar to Grill Seekers, which is excellent, and the dessert experience as well, where you have a choice of 2 options. So let's dive in and see what the Smoked Olive set menu dining experience, specialty dining experience on Celestyal Journey is like. So just to show you, this is what the a la carte menu looks like. So you can just come in any time, whenever you want, and choose any of these meals and pay the figure that you can see there, which would likely change over time, but as of August 2025, those are the figures. Okay, so the starter has come out. Scallops with chive ravioli. Looks really good. Love the presentation. Looks like it's going to be very yummy. Nice portion for a starter as well. Let's see how she goes. Much more subtle than I thought it was going to be. It's yummy though. Nice sauce. Okay, so on to course 2, which is a salad. Just come out. Looks very nice. You see, it looks very similar to the salad that was the 2nd course in Grill Seekers. So I think that the 2nd and 4th courses will be, which is the salad and the cheese platter, I think will be the same as Grill Seekers. They're both good experiences though, so happy to have it again. And you had 2 a balsamic or a virgin olive oil option to throw on top. I threw both on top. So we'll see how she goes, but I'm pretty sure this is similar to the Grill Seekers one, which was very yummy. I'm expecting the same here. Thank you. Thank you. All right, the main course has arrived, and it looks really nice. It looks very, very yummy. And it's a huge portion. They did joke to me beforehand there's enough food for two. And seeing this, I tend to agree. Look at that. Looks fantastic. How does it taste? It's really good. Oh, it's really yummy. Okay, so course 4 is here, and I'm really full. And here's a huge cheese platter. Look at the size of it. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the atmosphere in here. It's bustling. There's lots of people, lots going on. They've been singing songs, happy birthdays, other songs as well to some of the guests. So it's a really cool atmosphere in here. Lots of energy, and this is looking delicious. Okay, well the final course, course 5 has landed. The cheesecake, blueberry cheesecake. Look at that, what a great presentation. It looks absolutely stunning. I had to give up on the cheese platter. I'm so full, I feel like I'm going to have to loosen a few notches on the belt. But I absolutely have to find room for this. Oh, that's really, really good. Oh, it's really good. It's got a really soft texture for a cheesecake actually. Get the blueberry on top, and then the actual kind of base crust kind of kicks in a bit later. But that's a really nice dessert. Very sweet. Wow. I don't know I've had a meal tonight. Okay, so we're going to call that a wrap on the smoked olive specialty dining experience. And look, it was a good set menu. I'm so full. I'm so full. But the dessert was so good at the end. I had to stack it in there. Yeah, no real complaints to be honest. I think that the atmosphere in here is great. Staff were great. They really looked after us, and the food was fantastic. So yeah, so that's the smoked olive experience. So we've had the 3 specialty dining offers you can have. I think Grill Seekers probably wins out. It was the best experience in the great food. I think the smoked olives is a close second, and the Pink Moon was good, but I think it's nowhere near as good as the other 2. So if you're going to pick 1 or 2, I'd pick from those first 2. But you're also not going to lose out if you get all 3, because it was still an enjoyable feed, especially if you offer some Asian cuisine. And through here, we have the chef's table through there, which is a intimate, very high-end, like no more than 10 people specialty dining experience. This special little room here is a top.